How important is it that the physical resurrection of Jesus is an actual physical resurrection and not a spiritual one? This is a question that does come up from time to time. Believe it or not, a small but significant number of Christians, pastors, academics would say that the resurrection of Jesus is symbolic. It is not a literal resurrection, but that he somehow spiritually rose from the dead, that his body still remains in the tomb, or that his resurrection is not of a physical body, but of a completely different essence and form. There's a bit of a problem with that. Three problems. You know how I am, pastors. Three. There's always three. The first problem with that is it denies the accounts of the Gospels. Now, the Gospels talk about Jesus as a literal, physical, resurrected man. The stone is rolled away, and Mary sees him, although she can't hug him because he hasn't gone to his Father yet. Kind of an interesting concept there. But then later on in the Gospels, you see that he's eating and drinking with them. Now, isn't it good news that a resurrected body can still enjoy food and drink, not like Slimer in the Ghostbusters where it just runs straight through? That's the first problem. The second problem is this. You've got guys like Paul, the Apostle Paul, who wrote accounts like 1 Corinthians 15, where he says this: "For what I received, I passed on to you as of first importance, that Christ died for our sins according to the Scriptures." Check. "That he was buried, that he was raised on the third day according to the Scriptures." Check. "And that he appeared to Cephas, and then to the 12. After that, he appeared to more than 500 of the brothers and sisters at the same time." And he goes on to give this account. He says 500 plus people saw the physical Jesus. So there's the problem of not just the Gospels, but the later writings of the New Testament. And then you look at history, and you look at the way that history has recorded this event, the way that this event was tracked, the nuances of a physical resurrection that are described by other sources, and just the eyewitness accounts. And quite honestly, the evidence for a physical resurrection of Jesus is quite compelling. I say all that to say this. We are Easter people. We're resurrection people. We're people who believe in a physical resurrection. We believe that this is one of the signs that shows that Jesus is literally victorious over death. And if you can crush death, what else is going to get you? Because isn't that really our most compelling fear? We don't want to die. Or we do want to die because we're afraid of having a bad life or something like that. Like, death is a big motivator for us. Fear of death is a huge motivator. Jesus is victorious over death. So while death may be imminent, it certainly is until he comes back, we don't have to be afraid. Like, he's the guy who actually conquers death and comes back to life and then invites us to join him in the same in eternity. So is a physical resurrection key to our belief? I believe it is, because it signifies, it illustrates, it actually says for sure Jesus is victorious over death. That's the revolution, and that's RadCast.